Hey guys, it's Rachel here. Welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about games that I want to play but haven't played yet because there's so many video games. There's only so much amount of hours in a day. I can't play everything all at once, but these games are on my need to play list coming up. So I will be going to the store soon and purchasing these games because you can never play enough video games, can you? So yes, I'm going to be including my list of games that I would love to play. And if you have played any of these games, please let me know in the comments below. Tell me what you think of the game. Is it a waste or should I not play it? Let me know. So the first game on my list that I haven't played but people have spoken really highly of is God of War. Now, I've seen trailers for God of War and I haven't really been interested in it because I was like, I don't know, the whole Kratos kind of scares me. He kind of scares me. Like, he doesn't look like a character I would like at first, but I heard the game got really good reviews. It takes place in like a Greek mythology setting. The story follows Kratos on his path for vengeance, and he's also raising his son Atreus, I think that's how you pronounce his name, while on his quest for vengeance. Now the game is violent, has a lot of fighting, has a good plot, and the characters are all very praised for like good characters. And I would like to try it. I was told it was a good game to try out and play. And from the trailer, like I said, it looks good. Let me know if you've played it at all, but it looks very interesting. Number 2 on my list of games that I would like to play is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. That game takes place in Japan, and Sekiro is a shinobi. I'm not sure about the story per se, but just based off of the trailers and how it looks very dark, very stealthy. I heard the game was like an action adventure game. Kind of violent and dark, and it follows the shinobi Sekiro on his path to, I guess, death. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not very knowledgeable about the story, but I heard the game is praised for its open combat, swordmanship, gameplay, and overall visuals. The game looks very interesting. I'm into samurais and shinobis and stealth overall. I don't know why I haven't like touched this game yet, but it looks like something I would be interested in playing. But it looks really good from like the fighting for sure. I'm a huge sucker for fighting. If the fighting and the swordmanship is good and clean and they allow the player to like choose like how to like kill a person, or like, that's my favorite. I love that. Third on my list is Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, Pokemon is one of my favorite franchises. I love it. I feel like everyone's a Pokemon fan. Like, I feel like Pokemon is one of those versatile games that everyone can get into and play because it's not that hard to get into, and you can easily find your favorite Pokemon like in the whole game. There's like a million different Pokemons from when the game originally started. I don't know them all. I can't catch them all, but I like seeing them. So Pokemon Sword and Shield came out last year, and it got high reviews. They added a few things and the starter Pokemon. I think because it starts with the starter Pokemon, so from there that's how the story goes from there. So they have Grookey, Sobble, and Scorbunny. Now I've seen the evolutions for all three. I usually pick water Pokemon, but Sobble didn't look, his final evolution. God, I didn't like it at all. He looked so weird. He looks so weird. Grookey's wasn't that bad, but the best evolution that I liked was Scorbunny's. I usually don't pick fire Pokemon, but just based off of how Sobble looks in general, I think I'll pick Scorbunny. Next on my list is Devil May Cry 5. Now, I never played Devil May Cry. It's always one of those games I kind of looked at and was like, okay. Has the word devil in it. I don't know how... I don't know if I'll be able to sleep after I play that game, but from the trailer and just the overall reception it got from fans, the game was really good. I don't know about the story too much, but I know it's about a devil hunter named Nero, and he hunts demons. Point blank. Obviously, there's a whole bunch more to the story, but I guess that's the main plot. Overall, the game is praised for its fighting styles, the gameplay, the character techniques, the world building style, and the characters receive a lot of praise for overall just likability. And it looks interesting. The whole look of the game looks something interesting that I would be interested in playing. Let me know in the comments if you played this game before. I'm definitely interested in trying this game and seeing what it's like. Next on the list is Dragon Quest IX. Now that game came out for Switch, I think last year. Oh, well, obviously last year, it's not this year. The game came out for Switch last year and it was praised for being the best Dragon Quest game ever. Some people told me it was boring, but it's one of those games that I've looked at and I was like, why haven't I gone into it? The art is done by Akira Toriyama, who's the creator of Dragon Ball Z. So he does the art for Dragon Quest, which is why you may look at it and be like, And also the lead character, Hero, he's a DLC character in Super Smash Bros. So if you play Super Smash Bros. And you bought the DLC characters for Dragon Quest, then you'll probably recognize the main character, Hero, because he's in it. Next on my list of games that I want to play is Death Stranding. Now that game got crazy hype last year because the hype behind this game was like, what is it gonna be like? The visuals are so good. And when it came out, that's all everyone was talking about. The game takes place in the US during the aftermath of Death Stranding, which is when destructive creatures from this realm between life and death came to Earth and destroyed everything basically. And you are in control of Sam Porter Bridges, who is responsible for delivering supplies to isolated colonies and sort of that nature. And I guess the story picks up with him encountering, the events after Death Stranding and trying to fix Earth and trying to get everything back together again. So I haven't played it, but from what I've seen, it looks really good. The game was praised for its graphics, voice acting, the soundtrack, and being overall fun. But I heard that the game can be a little bit difficult and kind of frustrating because it's hard to pick up and understand. But once you get in the hang of it, the game, just like any game, it could be really fun. So I'm excited to play Death Stranding. One, to see the crazy death dude in all black that I saw, and the overall space feel, and I don't know, it kind of reminds me of post-apocalyptic style, I Am Legend, we're the last people on Earth after this destructive thing came. It looks very interesting. Last game on my list that I would like to play that I haven't yet is Mario vs. Sonic. Now, I heard that game is super fun. I played obviously the ones before 2016 and 2008 and all that stuff, but I haven't played 2020, and they introduced a whole bunch of new different type of sports. And in this one, they added boxing, soccer, swimming, and gymnastics. And they also added new events like karate, skateboarding, sport climbing, and surfing. And you can play online, multiplayer. They included events with a Joy-Con if you want to hook it up to your TV. And I heard it was a lot of fun. They even added the whole 2D mode where you can play Sonic and Mario in 2D, and the whole 8-bit and 16-bit as well, which looks crazy fun. I'm all for it. I don't know why I haven't played it yet, but I want to. I definitely want to try the boxing, swimming, and the surfing. Why can't I pronounce it? Surfing is the one I want to try the most and see what it's like. I definitely am a huge fan of Mario vs. Sonic. I think it was genius how they brought out 2020 and added these new events to it. And you can also play with 8 different people, and it's a good time. So yeah, that's my list of games I would like to get in that I want to play. Okay, I want to play them. Just haven't bought them. All these games, if I bought all these games at once, I'll probably be in the whole $300 because I think they all cost $50 each or something like that. So yeah, it's a lot of money, but that is okay. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you played any of these games, if you enjoyed any of these games that I've said, or if I should just steer clear and not play these games at all. And let me know in the comments below what your list of games that you want to play but you haven't yet. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on my social media. I post videos every Friday and Sunday on my channel. If I don't post on Friday, I'll post on Saturday for sure. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you play a video game, and I'll see you next week.